This is a paid advertisement brought to you by Prepaid Legal Services Incorporated. Are you happy with your job? Are you happy with your current income? Do you feel stuck? Stuck at your job? Stuck financially? Or just simply stuck in general? What you are about to watch in the next 30 minutes can be your exit off the hamster wheel. It's a business like never before, where your background, race, age, sex, current income, or even what's on your resume does not matter. It's a real business with real income potential available to you right now. However, you have to choose to continue watching to see if it's for you. What's 30 minutes out of your life if this could be the game changer, life changer for you and your family?
The way I was raised, if you want to make more money, work more hours. And I came from a family with people working 2-3 jobs at a time. I knew there had to be a better way.
It took me from bankrupt to now making over $100,000 a year working from home.
We've been able to replace my income, allow us to, have the time freedom that we've always wanted to enjoy.
If you're looking to raise your standards, raise the quality of your lifestyle, then Prepaid Legal Services is an incredible vehicle.
Please welcome your host, former 4-term Attorney General of Mississippi, Mike Moore. In 1994, as current Attorney General, Mr. Moore filed the first case against the tobacco industries. With his determination and assistance from all the attorneys general, it resulted in a $250 billion settlement. It was one of the highest profiled cases of its time. It inspired the movie, The Insider, directed by Michael Mann, where Mr. Moore starred as himself.
Hello, I'm Mike Moore. You might be wondering why a former Attorney General is talking to you about business and why it makes sense to own your own business. Well, in my 33 years experience in the legal world and as a 4-term Attorney General, I've learned a thing or two about good business and not so good business. That's why I'm skeptical about so-called business opportunities. I've seen my share of not so good business opportunities. I also know that our legal system isn't always accessible to the average person as it should be. And usually where there's a need, there's an opportunity. This business delivers both. And that's why I believe so much in the concept on which this company is built and Prepaid Legal Services Incorporated. Prepaid Legal Services is a New York Stock Exchange listed company that truly provides access to justice for all North Americans. It's a brick and mortar company with a home office staff of over 700, which supports approximately 1.5 million prepaid legal service members and its independent associates across North America. Prepaid Legal has been profiled in publications such as Fortune, Money, Black Enterprise, Success, and most recently, in 2010, Forbes ranked Prepaid Legal as one of the best 100 small companies in America. But first, we're going to hear from my esteemed colleague, Mike Turpin, a former Attorney General for Oklahoma and provider attorney who provides legal services to prepaid legal members.
Thanks, Mike. If you don't mind, I'm going to start off by quoting the Dean of Harvard Law School. Derek Bach once said that the biggest problem with the justice system in our country today is there's far too much law for those who can afford it and far too little for those who can't. That's what I think Prepaid Legal is all about. We're trying to help what I call the God-fearing, hard-working, law-abiding people, just the working folks out there that need access to an attorney, just like the rich folks do, but they can't afford it unless they're a Prepaid Legal member. And then you have a 1-800 number where you can call a quality-conscious, service-oriented law firm anytime you want. What's so unique and so special about Prepaid Legal Services is we've assembled a network of provider attorneys all over this country, North America. I think a better network than anybody has ever put together for any reason, anytime, anywhere. Not just good lawyers, but lawyers that know how to treat people. We like to call it preventive law. You call the lawyer and say, what should I do? Long before any mistakes ever made, long before anybody's ever got in a legal problem or what we call a legal pickle, long before that ever happens, you call the lawyer and ask for simple legal advice. What should I do before I sign the lease? What should I do before I lease the car? What should I do before I buy my home? I mean, those are very important legal decisions in anybody's life, and you should have a lawyer give you basic, fundamental, simple advice before you make any kind of decision like that. That's what Prepaid Legal is all about. We keep people out of trouble before they ever get in trouble. The obvious winner is the member. The member has the best law firms in the whole country a phone call away. My mother's a member of Prepaid Legal. I like to say that to people because I'm very proud of that fact. she can't just call me for legal advice because, the practice of law has become very specialized. And I'm pretty good at what I do, but I can't handle every problem she might have. It gives her peace of mind. It gives her a sense of security to have not her son as a lawyer a phone call away, but a whole law firm a phone call away. So it's a win for the law firms as well, because economically we can now practice law helping individual human beings. The very reason we went to law school is to help individual human beings with problems. And they can, collectively can pay us more than a major corporation could. The third winner is the associate. Ben Franklin once said, you can do well by doing good. They do well. They're paid well, but it's because they're doing good by bringing this opportunity, this membership, to all of the people across North America. There are, in fact, lawyers that have left provider attorney law firms. We don't encourage that, but have left firms to go sell the product themselves because they believe so strongly in what we're doing as attorneys. As attorneys, they think they'd rather sell the product than actually be the provider attorney. They're making a living, and they're also making a difference. And, what better opportunity in life is there than making a living and also making a difference? And that's what prepaid legal is all about.
Now, you might be saying, I've never used a lawyer, or I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I've never needed a lawyer, and I don't plan on doing anything wrong that results in needing one. That's just it. Nobody plans it. And these services aren't designed to help bad people do bad things. It's about being proactive and making smart decisions. The reality is things happen every day in our lives which can be classified as legal events.
In 2009, there were over 2.3 million member requests through prepaid legal services. And it's a fact that you are more likely to end up in a courtroom than a hospital.
I had a home in foreclosure and I had 3 children, and I didn't know though what to do.
I bought a product at a department store and it was defective.
A telephone company overcharged me for service that I no longer had.
I had a credit card charge where I was double billed.
All of a sudden, I'm getting a letter from collections telling me that I owe them $200.
I picked my car up, and guess what? The car didn't even make it home.
The attorneys wrote one letter to pull my home out of foreclosure.
I called Prepaid Legal up. They sent a letter on my behalf, and at the end of the week, I get a call from a representative from the company saying, that's not our store policy. We apologize, and we'd like to give you a full refund on the product.
What Prepaid Legal did for me